I stole them.
I know.
Can't
All right.
write it.
I know you blew.
No, I know. Thank you. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to excuse me, the December 1st, 2009 Board of Selectmen meeting. I hope everybody had a very pleasant and safe Thanksgiving. I know I did. Mr. Clerk, can we have the roll?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, all 5 selectmen present, as is Mr. Sanjanet.
All right, thank you. First order of business is citizens' participation. I see 1. I see 2. All right, ma'am, can you come up, please? Oh, it's Sandy. I guess it's ma'am. Oh, it's a ma'am.
Thank you. Sandy Slavin, 36 Oak Street. I stayed home last Tuesday expecting the Selectmen's meeting to be aired, and it wasn't, and I was extremely disappointed. I know it was a workshop, but you did discuss town business. And I understand that WCTV will be airing them in the future. I just thought I'd let you know I was disappointed.
Yeah, I think it was maybe just a misunderstanding between WCTV and us. A workshop is just a characterization of what we had intended to do that evening. It had no reflection on whether it should be televised or not. Under the contract between WCTV and the town, they're required to televise all Board of Selectmen meetings unless it's an executive session, of course, although that doesn't always hold true. And I had suggested to...
Dig.
Sorry, I don't get a chance that often. I asked Mr. Sanjanet to contact WCTV by letter and explain to them that we certainly do want to have our workshop meetings as well as our regular meetings televised, and hopefully that should
Yes, it's
address
my understanding
the
they
matter.
plan to do that, but I was cuddled at home and very disappointed when you didn't come on.
You
So-
weren't the only one.
So you're the one who watches us?
Oh. My stepfather watches it because he calls me every morning. I saw you on television again, so I know there's 2 of us.
I knew we were in trouble when you were coming up, Sandy, for some reason. I just knew it.
Thank you.
All right.
And
Thank you. Go ahead.
And the WCTV people were here, so I thought we were broadcast until I got home and had a message on my phone from my mother-in-law. She's the 3rd person who watches.
Yeah.
And,
Well, I guess I'll take responsibility for that one, for not properly communicating. I was asked, to be fair to WCTV, I was asked whether they should broadcast or not, and I said, well, I guess that's up to you. Ultimately, it wasn't up to them. It's by contract. They should have, and maybe I should have not spoken so loosely. But in any event, I'm sure we're broadcasting right now, so... Is anybody, I'm sorry, there was one other person who wanted to speak?
Oh, yes, I had a couple of questions about
Sure.
something.
Come on up to the microphone if you will, and just introduce yourself for the record and speak right into the mic.
Sure. My name's Holly Haratunian. I had a couple of questions. I went and picked up the packet. Point Independence Yacht Club is having a hearing next December 9th. They advertised it in the Courier. And basically, I just had 2 questions. If you would just explain to me, what does a motion to remand mean?
It means to remand it back or send it back to the lower authority, whoever made a decision. So the court is saying that we're sending this back to whatever authority made the decision. In this case, it would be the zoning board.
Okay.
So they would remand it or send it back either with conditions or without conditions.
Okay, great. Thank you. Second of all, it mentions in here, it says the request for relief shall be heard pursuant to an order of remand issued by Plymouth Superior Court. Should the request for relief, is that something that should be in the documents?
Well, not necessarily, if
Okay.
it hasn't been determined yet. The court has to examine the request for relief. They have to rule on it. They have to decide whether they're going to attach that as a condition to the remand. So it doesn't always happen that it's in the document before
Okay.
it gets back to the zoning board.
Okay, thank you. And lastly, in fact, did I see the harbor master here?
I don't see him.
No, okay, never mind. The only other question, I don't know if this is something you can answer, they have a map here of their proposed expansion, and everything is fairly clearly marked, except there's an A, B, C, D, E, F, and G dock, and an H dock. Everything else is pretty much labeled. There's a G dock and an H dock. I'm assuming that means gas dock and header dock.
I
just
have
wondered
no
offhand
idea.
if anyone
Who's our
knew.
liaison?
I am.
John, can
Did
you
you go
take
to
that?
the zoning meetings?
Yes, I have.
And did you ask those questions there?
No,
Oh, okay.
I didn't have this
That-
at the
That
time,
would be
so.
the place to answer. I mean, I've seen that case come up numerous nights.
Right.
I'm in total disagreement with the whole thing, but as far as labeling that you have HD, whatever, no, I couldn't answer to. what
Right,
that-
no, I am going, but, and again, I just had a few questions and figured that's what citizens' participation is for, so.
Well, it is, but he's raising a legitimate point. And I'm not putting words in his mouth. I agree that what I think he's saying is that this board has no authority over zoning matters, no authority over
Right.
their decisions. We can have our opinions. He does. I do. I'm sure we all do. But they are the legal authority.
Oh, I
in that-
completely understand that. I just figured I'd ask you guys just for some legal definitions and just thought if you were familiar with this, but,
Okay.
okay, other than
Yep.
that, it makes sense, and thank you so much for your help.
Okay. Thank you. Is anybody else here tonight to speak to us? Yes, sir. Oh, did you raise your hand? No, I'm sorry. Okay, then if, let's get to work. Then first order of business is, Mr. Clerk, can we have the announcements you have?
Sure. There's 3 this evening. The first announcement is a Dickens Tea. Leave modernity behind and join the Wareham Historical Society for this special event. Paul Hayden and Bill McCarty, in parentheses Scrooge, have been performing a dramatic reading of A Christmas Carol for over 13 years. Paul and Bill have been successfully immersing their audiences into the story, as Dickens may have done when he himself performed readings of his ghostly little tale. A Christmas Carol lasts approximately 1 hour, is all in Dickens' words. The reading will be followed by a holiday tea, and that is on December 5th from 3 to 5 at the Old Methodist Meeting House, 495 Main Street in Wareham. Adults are $10, children are $5, and Wareham Historical Society members is $8. For reservations or information, please call 508-273-0069. Again, on December 5th, 273-0069. Next, we have a notice. Applications for the Spring Community Preservation Grant Round are now being accepted. Applications are available on the Community Preservation website and must be submitted to the Selectman's office no later than 4:30 p.m. December 16th. For further information or help, please contact Nan Miller at 508-291-1635. Nan Miller is the chair, 291-1635. And our last notice, Mr. Chairman, is from the Wareham Garden Club Christmas Fair, Saturday, December 5th, 9 a.m. to sold out. So it looks like December 5th is a busy day. First Congressional Church, Fellowship Hall, Gibbs Ave, featuring table arrangements, decorated wreaths, swags, little boxwood trees, primitives, baked table, many unique nature-made items, and yes, cookies, cookies, cookies. Again, December 5th, 9 a.m. till it's sold out at the First Congregational Church, Fellowship Hall on Gibbs Ave. So those are our 3 announcements.
All right, thank you. Can we move forward with the consent agenda?
Yes, we can. A couple of bills. I see that we have 2. They were put together. I think one of them is I had this in order too, Mr. Chairman. It's for project number 1, the sewer 3022. I wish we had the other sheet for this, but it's balance due the contractor. This estimate is $574,994.24. It doesn't give us a breakdown of what percent. Total requisition to date is 5% just on the retainage. What is this for, Mr. Sanjanet? Do you know what this is? Is this just